All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Ready, set.
47. Mike's 47.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Slam.
Yes.
Motion. 47.
Big grip.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Denton. Able to get this to Gordon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Ready? 30 base.
Watch the sinky creek.
Blue draw Corkins.
Now Gordon on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, Hayward. Go.
To throw on second down. Denton. And the catch made by Hilton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set. 180.
Mike's 49. They're not ready for this, man.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I got you. I got you. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Bravo.
57's right.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. I got it.
Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come on here, come here. Alpha. He don't want it. New mic 52, mic 52. Pistol, pistol, pistol. God.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
180.
I got one. Tight end Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
180.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike's 59.
Yep.
Mike's 59.
Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 5. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check 59.
On 1st and 10. Denton, complete to Hilton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Deep grip.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Denton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
First down, Raiders.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Mayfield now from the 50. Catch made, it's Moreau. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight, watch tight.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check it out.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let them know, let them know.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Raiders.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes left side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing, Mayfield. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Denton. He's got it to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves him with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now! Hey, wahoo!
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check Mike 47. Check it.
To throw on 3rd down. Denton being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
King!
I got him. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, Delta!
It's our time. It's our time.
Mayfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Run.
You go tight. You got tight.
Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Run.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Mayfield. Washington's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
57. Mike, 57.
To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Play fake, Mayfield. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw on second down, Denton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Mayfield. Well, that'll be caught by Cup. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. No, check that. We want Mike.
Alert!
Watch the pass.
Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Denton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Following the interception, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
They run it here with Gordon. And Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
180.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 6-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Regular.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
57. Mike.
Hey, alert 33.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Hey, exit.
Check 99. Check 99. 57's the Mike. 57.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Denton. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
On the set. Hey, Charlie.
Ricky. 47.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Denton. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Go! 10-2 stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield now looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And it's a first down and more for Gordon. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.